Hey, what is going on, guys? It is OGC here. Today we have our very last Clash of Fate video for the season. Currently, going into this, we have 2 wins, 1 loss, so we're 2 out of 3. Right now, we're playing for more chests and more Lunari for the entire team. So, I, I did condense this video and I cut out a bunch of the fluff of waiting around for people as much as possible. So we'll jump right in. Today, I am playing the Sylph. Believe that's how you actually pronounce it. And as the Sylph, I'm running pretty much the old setup I had because I do not have enough huntresses, so I am running with a bunch of trees. I believe I have 5 trees, 2 packs of huntresses on my power side, a pack of huntresses in the back just because. Dragon, Turtle, Grimm's, Avril, Cleo, Mako, Yip, Elena, Balrog, Jax, Denji, all the main heroes. So, first fight, pretty simple. I get a couple levels on their heroes, and I won in all stats besides command. They are rockin'. So we start off. I'm so happy I have the Sages set now because I can immediately start off with Spray and Pray from Jax, followed up with the Turtle, retreat my Turtle. Don't know why. I think it was just my nervous expectations. Immediately afterwards, I do the black hole. I want to slow down everything on my Sol side for them. Because their Jax is down there and they have a ton of monks that could pose a problem. I have Fenris to run in his direwolf form. At this point in time, it's over. It's just a matter of time, but I don't want to lose anything. So I charge Bane in. Hopefully Bane can tie up some of his troops towards the top. I'm not worried about my dragon dying at this point in time or anything like that. So we just finish destroying him with Jax. Pretty easy. The blessed humanoid and the blessed noble blood dragon does wonders. It is amazing versus these little rockin'. I don't know how I'm going to fare when everybody switches over to Lich, but I'm going to do my best. So, yeah, don't mind my volume thing. I was playing around with it at the time last night. So, fight number 1 down. Before fight number 2 starts, make sure you've subscribed if you have not subscribed already and hit the big thumbs up button. Fight number 2, we win in all stats. We have levels up on their heroes. So, I'm in good shape. I'm excited. They're missing some of their front line. Should be a pretty easy wipe. In fact, it will be amazingly easy. Oh, my Jax is gone. I might have pulled Jax out for some reason to maybe keep his energy going. I do not remember from an hour ago. But I start off with the black hole. Denji and everybody just crushes the top side. Since I didn't have Jax, I did go with the Denji and then Avril to just crush that top to make it back to his Jax. His Mako is doing some good damage to me, but I don't think it really matters too much. Mako alone will struggle to take down a tree. By the time that he'll take down a tree, it's pretty much over. I put down a bunch of thorns from Gan just to tie up everything down there. And I got my Fenris running in the back, cast some more Avril skills just to get her going. He summons the swordsman. I thank him for additional karma, because thank you, man. I want karma. And we go in. So I'm hoping that we win this Clash of Fate, then we'd have 3 out of 4. If we lose, we'll have 2 out of 4, so it is an uphill battle. It's pretty even number-wise. And I look okay. So they actually have the lead right now. They're up by 100 points. We jump into the next fight. Now I have Jax back in, so I must pull Jax for a fight or something. And I won in every stat except for magic. So I will take that. I will take that anytime. I don't know why he has ninjas up front. Although I guess it works because the monks just jump right in. I do Jax's spray and pray, and since he did have a silver pack there, his whole top side is dead before I even have to cast the cast Cleo. So I cast Cleo towards the bottom, and this is a pretty easy win. I don't see them. Oh, maybe that is Jax on the top. I was gonna say I didn't think I saw them having a Jax, so it might have been a completely free to play player. But I think I see Jax's remains on the top, so not a completely free to play player. Just casting everything for Avril, hoping that stuff happens. Wasn't super worried. Um, and now we attack a level 42 human. So this battle will start in a second. I have the same setup. I do have my Blessed Humanoid Dragon out. He has a level 57 Mako, so at least level-wise, he's up with me. His Rufio is 52. Not really the best choice, but that's okay. So he has 2 Templars, 3 Spearmen, a pack of Archers, and a couple more Templars. Um, so I do start off with the Jack Spray and Pray. He has a giant cluster in the middle. So I do the black hole just to tie up his archers and pretty much like 80% of his troops. Um, so at this point in time, his whole top is crushed. I should do Avril. And it looks like I do just massive damage pouring down on those spears and archers. Um, yeah, the mage research is pretty awesome when it comes to. There's one mage research that whenever units take damage from magic, their magic resistance drops down. So going Cleo into Blizzard or Blizzard into Cleo, whatever it looks like, it helps overall to increase your magic damage. Although I think he beat me in the magic stat, so not as good as it could be. All right, so we jump into the next fight. Looks like I have no dragon for this, and I threw in an extra pack of gold archers. This guy has all level 50 for their main, so I do outscale them drastically. And hopefully, okay, so I start off with Denji. I don't think that's necessarily the best one. I should have just done Avril, but I think I was thinking too much for Avril at the time. But then it does look like I followed up with a couple blizzards, and that should drop everything around there. Little Frost Nova, just get some more magic damage out, but then also fire up Avril so she attacks faster and faster. So you can see that my power side with the 2 Huntresses, Jax, Denji, Yip, etc., are just, ooh, yes. So let's come down a little bit. Can we come down a little bit further? Oh, yeah. There we go. Um, my power side just absolutely destroys. It takes them all out, and there's not much that they can do in response to that. I'm totally fine with it. So we jump into the next fight. This one counts down. I must have reset because I now have my dragon. I didn't take any losses this Clash of Fate, so nobody knocked me out. I just exited out, came back because I wanted the dragon. So I go up against the person. They are rocking. They beat me in command and magic. So I have the might and stamina, which is important to me. They have monks jumping in. In their top monk line that came in, look at that. They're pretty much gone. Just absolutely gone. And that's before I even cast Cleo. The human pred dragon is just so strong versus all of this. What does concern me is their Jax is on the opposite corner as mine, along with their Mako, so I get a little nervous about the damage that they're going to put out. I do the Direwolf for Fenris, mostly because he has a self-heal with the artifact that I have on him. It's the Blood Maw, and as long as he can attack something, it's very hard to kill him in Direwolf form with that accessory for the self-heal. He becomes a really good tank just due to the amount of life steal that he has, or the self-healing based off of the damage that he deals. So another relatively easy fight. hopefully there's a contender that will appear and challenge me. And yeah, he definitely took out a pack of archers. So I believe now, if this person's icon is Pikachu, this is the other team's whale. It is not. I think this is the human again because of the level 57. Yes. So now he's running more Templars and more Spearmen. He's got 4 packs of Spearmen and 3 packs of Templars total. So all of those spears, I get worried about my trees getting bursted down. Um, I still start off with Jax just so I can collapse that whole top line. He does a void. It doesn't make much sense to me, uh, but if that's what he wants to do, that's what he can do. I do the Cleo right on the 2 packs of Spearmen right in the middle, and that's the only problem with Spearmen followed by Spearmen. They just run and get bunched up, kind of like if you attack a garrison that's human with all like melee troops on the ground level. They become like a stacked up sandwich, like a really thick stacked sandwich, and there's not much that they'll do. They just kind of stand there useless. Even with the archers, they could have done a little bit more damage. Um, I just think human's not quite powerful enough if he can't burst me with the spears, especially up against the blessed humanoid, blessed noble blood. It's really strong. So we get control, as you guys can see if you saw the scores on the top. We're now up by 500 points. Excuse me. And next fight. So this is against Pikachu. He beat me in all stats except for stamina. He's got level 55 heroes. Pretty much all of them have skins. This is the other team's whale. So I knew that going into this because people essentially told me, and I was like, okay, this is the strongest person on the enemy team. It's my job to kill this person. So I spend the rest of the clash hunting this person down. So one problem I had is his Jax is on the opposite side of my Jax, which means I can't just burst down his side and then wipe out his Jax, Sprague, and Mako. So he will deal damage to me. So now I start doing the Frost Novas with April, just to get her attack speed up. And reload Jax's ammo. So he is doing quite a bit of damage on the bottom. My Fenris is still barely alive. My Dragon's still up. I still have some Huntresses down there, but he's getting the moral boost. But it looks like we broke through the top, and my Jax is now killing everything. You can see Fenrir's health now. He's back up to like 75%. Soon he'll be at 100. That's because I did do the direwolf form on him, and he's surrounded by enemy rockets just unloading on him. That self heal is really strong. I just didn't want to lose him. I didn't mean to put the direwolf that skill set. I don't like that one that much, but it actually worked out today. I would have picked just for pure wolves if I could redo it, but all considering it did work for me today, so can't knock it. And now it's just a matter of time for cleanup. It was a win. He didn't kill a ton of my stuff, but he killed enough of my stuff to annoy me. So naturally, I just gotta wait for him again. So this fight ends, and here we go. So I attack him again. I'm pretty sure I reset all of my troops and then immediately went back and waited for him to move in, and attacked him immediately. I figure I have a lot of confidence in my team, whether it's Bobby, G9, Jenka, Dupius, Bran, Men in Black. I have so much faith in them in how well they will carry. I mean, Monica Kim alone pretty much carried this on her back. So I have a lot of faith in them. So if all I need to do is take out their top player, I'm down for that. So you can see I just moved Jax to the middle, and my rationale was I I'm still gonna, I still should win top unless he makes that his power side. Then I'm screwed. But I should get to attacking his jacks faster. He redid his formation as well, so now he's got what's that? 7 packs of swords, and he moved his jacks to the middle. He still has Mako and Spring on the bottom. So I just started off with Spray and Pray from Jax. Should be immediately followed up with the Cleo Black Hole in the middle just to slow him down a little bit. And now I do my blizzards and stuff like that from Avril. It does do good enough damage for me to be happy with. I do start off with Avril with the blizzards because if I start off with other things and not the blizzards, then she's not going to do any auto attacks at all. It has a pretty big AoE. Um, so I do another Frost Nova, and now I should be done casting Avril stuff. Fenris is at half health. I should reload Jax's ammo so he can keep firing. I do that, good, smart play. So this guy's temple and everything is pretty much on par with mine. Um, he is a pretty strong opponent, but I do kind of have the leg up with mostly due to dragon selection. And there we go. Now my Jax is finally making it to his back line. He did do some pretty good damage to me in the bottom. He killed off some trees. Absolutely. So it's not just a give me. It's still a fight, which was really nice for me to have and or enjoy. And now we go down and we start to finish him off. That way our team can keep moving forwards and hopefully win. I would love to win this. 3 out of 4 is not perfect. We had that one week where we just we screwed up. People got overconfident, didn't log on for Discord, and that bit us in the butt and cost us 30 divine dragons. So that's on the team. Anyways, Pokemon Man number 2 took him down for a second time. He did kill my turtle. If you guys follow this channel, you know I don't like it when people kill my turtle. Alright, so now we're going to run into a stretch of plays. I'm not going to edit anything out. We can do it in its entirety. That way you guys can see the full realm. So again, I have Jax in the middle. And I am prepared to fight. You guys saw my stats in there. It's like 2400 might, 2400 stamina. Going up against Pikachu guy again. I kept the same formation. I was interested to see what he did to change his. He still has the 7 packs of swords. Super annoying, or at least I'm assuming that's 7 packs of swords. I don't think I saw any monks in there, but I'm not a rockin' pro. So we start off, and now what he ends up doing is his Jax, he does the fire off, and I'm like, great, he's going to kill my Jax, and he's finally going to get a win. So I did a really bad thing, guys. I panicked and did my own fire off onto his Jax. And the problem is, I put out a bunch of Cleo holes, and I kind of pulled all of his troops in front of his Jax, so I had to shoot through all of the troops. Basically, I didn't kill his Jax, and his Jax was in the spray and pray. Mine was not, so he had a massive advantage. It also looks like his Onyx Dragon has the one that every time a unit dies or something, it summons a mini black hole. Super annoying, but luckily it doesn't affect me too much as Sliff. So now I started pulling stuff just to kind of keep it alive because I don't want to have to reset. I did put down the artifact for the healing, the increased evade, etc. My huntresses in their speedy approach made it back there to his Jax. He did Direwolf on his Fenris, who moved forwards. I don't imagine his Fenris will live super long with my Jax up there. But his Jax has a lot of health because his temple is high, so it takes a while for him to actually die. And he finally goes down. And now it essentially goes back into the full cleanup mode where I need to minimize the troops that I lose in this because I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. Hopefully, afterwards, I see that you subscribed and liked to the channel. And turn on the bell notifications, or Monica Kim will find you. But in all seriousness, I don't know what's going to happen, so it is good to play a little bit conservative if you can afford it in the Clash of Fate, because losing trees, if all of a sudden you get holes in your front line, you're not going to win. If you can at least keep a full front line as a bare bone minimum, then you might have a chance regardless of what happens next. So my fight with Pikachu guy ends. Takes forever for it to load. We captured the center, and immediately I get attacked. So these guys must have been watching the previous replay. Maybe they're on Discord. Maybe they're chatting in the house, and it's like, hey, um, when Pikachu guy fights somebody, immediately attack them afterwards if Pikachu guy is knocked out. Or really anybody. So if there's a fight between two relatively equal people, and you know that, and your friend loses, jump on that enemy. There's a chance that they're going to be down on heroes. There's a chance that they're going to be missing key things. So I pull my third Huntress out and I put in the Shroom Lords just because there wasn't a bunch of Huntresses. Things are getting towards the end of Clash of Fate. I want to win. Things are getting close. It's a nail biter. And I do throw Vega in there. So this looks like the human again. It is. This time he's only doing 3 spears and he brought in the archers, so I'm glad he took that advice from before. Sadly, though, his house leader, the Pikachu guy, didn't do enough damage to me to give him a chance for a victory or to really do anything to me. Slightly too strong for this guy. Although it looks like his Jax almost kills off a tree. And then I retreated because I'm not giving him that satisfaction. And I also don't want to give up the moral boost. So say he killed the tree, all of his troops would have gotten a moral boost. If his variant's alive, then they'll take reduced damage. That will just slow all of this down. For that second tree, I just let it fall because at that point in time, it doesn't matter too much. And I also want to make sure I have retreat for my dragon if needed, but it's not. By the time he gets on to attacking my dragon, I've already pretty much wiped everything out, and the DPS just stops. So my dragon stays alive, which is important. And there's another dude just kind of sitting there, so I decided, hey, I'm going to attack him. Why? Because he's sitting in our Nexus. So if you guys look at the score now, we got 6,100, they got 2,300. Spoiler alert, we do win. We did have equal numbers for fighting. It was about 15 people versus 15 people, which is, I strive for perfection. I'd prefer having 20 people on, but we got 15, maybe 16. So I'm happy with that overall. So I just hit my last formation. I don't know if I pull a dragon for this, trying to hold on to it in case I go up against Pikachu guy. I don't recall exactly what I do. And it looks like I leave the dragon in. And it also looks like there's space behind the dragon for a hero, and I just left it blank. So I left this in a sequence so you can kind of not just see all the PvPs, but what it's like to compete. So this guy beat me in Magic. I think I fought him before. I'm not super worried about it. And he's rocking. So start off with Spray and Pray. I love this Sages set, guys. With this update that just came, I'm so happy that I have it. Um, Man, it really, I don't feel like it gives me an advantage. It just brings me back to the point where everyone else already was at. Like, I'm the guy that was late to the party, but now that I'm here, I can party with everybody else. So it's very nice to make it to that point. So we go in, we casted a bunch of skills. Again, I'm not super worried about going up against this guy. I do the Fenrir's Direwolf just to keep Fenrir's alive and have him do additional damage on the bottom. Um, it looks like we're going to wipe this guy without too many problems, anyways. I'm not sure what I'm necessarily looking at down there. I could have been focused on the conversation on Discord. So, a couple little tips: if you guys can get on Discord and use it for your advantage with your host. That way, you guys can communicate via voice. No, nobody has time to read the in-game chats. If somebody has time to read the in-game chats, then that probably means that they're dying. Um, and they might not be the most useful person, anyways, for the wins. They can be useful to figure out where to go, but really probably the leaders will be fighting the whole time. All right, so I abandoned that post. I end up moving someplace else. I move out to reset, and I go back and I find the Pokemon guy. Pokemon guy again. This time, he's too afraid to fight me, so he puts out a Virion. He also wants to hold on to his karma and not give me more karma. Not that it matters, but he doesn't want to fight me anymore. I guess that's what you call submission. So that concludes everything for Clash of Fate. We won. We won 3 out of 4 this season. I'm looking forward to next season. Check out my speculation video a couple days ago about the new changes coming to Clash of Fate and/or Art of Conquest. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night. It's coming up on June 4th at 1 a.m. UTC. If you guys have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the big thumbs up like button, or Monica Kim will find you. Turn on the bell notification. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day today. Take care, guys.